This is Alora. She's a 14-year-old Indigenous Australian. When she's older, she wants to become a doctor. Just like any other teenager, Alora has dreams and aspirations. However, her dreams are less attainable than any other non-Indigenous Australians, purely on the basis of racial discrimination towards the Indigenous. On a daily basis, Alora experiences verbal discrimination and victimisation. Abo, Boomer, Bludger, Vegemite. These degrading terms, seemingly socially acceptable, are relentlessly thrown at Alora frequently, tremendously affecting her self-confidence and level of self-respect and feeling of belonging within the Australian society. Retention to Year 12 is recorded to be much lower for Indigenous students. In 2010, only 47% of Indigenous students progressed to Year 12, compared with 79% of non-Indigenous students. It is proven that unemployment is almost 2.5 times the national average, and those employed have poorly paid jobs, low-skilled and insecure jobs, leading to the Indigenous experiencing mortality rates 3 times that of the total population, and an estimated 1/3 of Aboriginal families in Australia living in inadequate housing, as well as disproportionate numbers of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders held in police and prison custody because of profound underlying socio-economic disadvantages. Indigenous youth being told that they are less deserving and being classed as lower society can have everlasting effects on the Indigenous community. But this doesn't have to be the future for all Indigenous people. By minimising the discrimination and lack of opportunity for the Indigenous, they, just like any other Australian, will have the same opportunity to complete secondary education and go on to tertiary education. By allowing this, more Indigenous people will be able to find a well-paying, secure job to contribute to society as well as provide for their families. With love and support, we can break the downward spiral and come closer to reaching equality. Young Indigenous youth will be able to grow up in an accepting environment and have the same opportunity to achieve their goals and aspirations, just like any other non-Indigenous teenager. By having equal opportunity, more Indigenous people will be able to have higher power roles, allowing them to be able to express their freedom of speech and have a voice for their community. They will be able to express and embrace their culture and traditions without judgment and find their place and belonging in society. By standing up and acknowledging the Indigenous rights, we can live more peacefully, knowing that there is no child in Australia whose dreams are restricted. Every Indigenous and Torres Strait Islander born in this country can have the same opportunity as any other Australian child to live a long, happy life. Stand up for what is right and embrace variety, because there is more than enough space on this planet to accommodate diversity. This is Alora. She's 14 and has a bright future ahead of her.